Hey, welcome to Common Spurs TV, the Afrobeat section of the Lily White Nation, the channel that captures the spirit, the passion, and the glory of Tottenham Hotspur from an African perspective. Today we are going to be looking at and cooking a title-winning squad. The join us on the other side is Chuma. In the meantime, come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Welcome back. Come on, you Spurs TV. It's Ange cooking up a title-winning squad. To join us to do this is Chuma. Chuma, welcome. How are you?
Oh, fabulously good. Can you smell what the Ange is cooking?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that loads of people can't smell what is cooking.
Apologies to The Rock for stealing his catchphrase from WWE, but can you smell what the Ange is cooking? We're collecting the perfect ingredients to create a title-winning squad, either now or for the future. But let's see. But first things first, let's get to our usual housekeeping. Welcome to Come On You Spurs Nation, as Soji told you initially, the Afrobeat section of the Lily White Nation. If this is your first time viewing or you're a returning viewer but you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Click on the like button and click on the notification bell. Smash the like button, not click on it. Smash the like button and comment on what we put out. Tell us what you'd like to see. Tell us what you'd like to talk about regarding Tottenham from this African perspective or from a worldwide perspective as well. And as always, it's Come On Ye Spurs.
Come on, ye Spurs, indeed. Now we'll go straight into it. Do we have the squad ingredients for a title? I mean, can Ange really cook up his title-winning squad with this, with what we've got now? I mean, so let's look at the bare facts, if you like. You know, our current squad. What have we got in that current squad that can effectively challenge for a title? Have we got the right people in the right positions? Have we got the right people challenging for those who might be best choice in those positions? And do we have backups when things go wrong? If we maybe lose a key player, for instance, as we've lost this season, we lost Madison, we lost Romero, we had long periods without Van de Ven. And so I mean, how has that affected us? If we'd had those people, would we have been in a better position? And if we had, equally competent placements, if you like, for those people in those positions, would that have made a difference? We had Bentancur on injured for a very long period. The whole scheme of things. So yeah, we had a split of injuries. I mean, how well do you think that squad is? Set up now to challenge.
Yeah, it's a good word. That do we have the right ingredients? In my opinion, we are some ingredients short of a title. So I look at what we have now. We have a very good first 11. I can list them out for you. Goalkeeper Guillermo Vicario, Porro at right back, Christian Romero at right centre back, Mickey van der Ven left centre back, Destiny Udogie left back. In the midfield, if you're not going to start Pape Matar Sarr, you could play a midfield of Yves Bissouma, Rodrigo Bentancur, and James Maddison. On the wings, you could play Kulusevski and Heung-min Son and Richarlison up front. That is a very, very good 11. That 11 on its own, if you could replicate them to play as a squad, I think that's a title-winning squad, in my opinion, playing Ange ball. However, the problem with Spurs is we have that 11, but we don't have strength in depth, which means we don't have direct replacements or quality replacements for them that can survive or more or less thrive in Ange ball. So as soon as you get an injury,
it's funny you say that though. Okay, fine. You have those what you might call folks as the starting 11, right? If he plays in a particular way. But what I think he's probably got a lot more now in his locker to bring on guys to change the system, if you like. Like I said, they have Pape Matar Sarr. If he doesn't start, he can make a big difference in the way that we play, right? He can ping crosses or passes across the field. He can do what you call the box-to-box type stuff that you see in, the likes of, Gerrard, Lampard used to do back in the day, and you can have him have someone like Giovanni Lo Celso who is able to ping in those passes and into four passes into key positions. And if Kulusevski doesn't play, you have what's that young man's name, Brennan Johnson there, who's got plenty of speed and pace, and he's had a few assists against for in favor of Richarlison this season already, and then you have on the other side you have Manus Solomon, who he may not necessarily be like Son, but he can chip in a bit of action there from that. And we have Timo Werner now, So, it's got plenty of reserve in the locker. We have this young man who's just come in now in the back four. What's that young man's name? Dragushin.
Dragushin, yes.
Dragushin is I haven't played only once, but everything points to the fact that he's a really, really good player. So there is strength in that squad, if you ask me. Emerson is adaptable. He can play across the back four, honestly. People have to. I don't know why people don't give Emerson the credit that he deserves. He's played right back. He's played right centre back. He's played left back. Come on, who else has done that in that team? He is there. He's like your utility player. And I rate Emerson. Come on, sorry. I'm gonna get plenty of stick for this.
I would say first of all, let me praise him before I criticize or judge. His character, which is the fundamental characteristic or attribute that Ange Postecoglou looks at in a player first, is your character. Are you willing to bleed for him? And Emerson Royale fits that to a T. In regard to him playing all over the pitch and doing all these different roles, performing these different roles, I say to you, the old saying, Jack of all trades is a...
master of none.
There you go. And the thing Ange wants to cultivate is Ange wants specialists for each position. Hence the reason, even though we do have a squad that is good, there is a certain drop in quality. You talk about Kulusevski and Brennan Johnson on the right wing. Kulusevski can beat his man 1v1. He can cut inside. He can create centrally as well. Brennan Johnson has a problem dribbling 1v1 on the wing. He's more a person you pass the ball inside and then he runs onto it and delivers a first-time cross or shot. In order to do this, that's also affected your central midfield because you need a player who has to drill those passes into him. Kulusevski doesn't necessarily need those players to drill those passes into him because he can create space. So in saying that already, you've already seen one permutation that is kind of different and affects the way the squad is built up. Lo Celso could be that guy, but if you play Lo Celso, you'd be sacrificing Sarr or you'd be sacrificing someone else. Can Lo Celso play with Maddison? Would we still have the same defensive intensity? Because we know what Pape Matissa has offered us. We also see what Bentancur brings in the way he collects the ball. Bentancur doesn't tackle you. Bentancur anticipates the space that ball is going to be played in. He intercepts and he keeps it moving. One-touch football. But when you lose Bentancur, you get someone who is slower, probably more turgid, someone who takes a lot more time on the ball or isn't as incisive in their passes like Pierre-Emile Højbjerg or Oliver Skip. So hence I say there's a quality drop from the first 11 to whoever comes in can get a like-for-like replacement. So that's where Ange is going next.
Well, so which brings us to players we've got in the pipeline. So we've got, who have we got in the pipeline? Who have we got, to sort of like potential targets that we're going to look at to grow that squad with a view to putting and making us, challenge for title. We have rumors in the pipeline of us. Yeah, targeting the young Norwegian guy who's plays in Belgium. There's also some other young chap who's signed up already. From where is he from now? From Croatia. A young man who's I think he's 15 or 16 years old. I think 16. Yes, he's already signed up. And there's one more guy in midfield who said he looks like Kimmich, isn't it?
He is indeed. So I'll break down these three names. Is Vuskovic, the Croatian player, who is 16 years old now. Started playing when he was 15. He's a man-mountain of a defender. Very good player. Unfortunately, he can't play here till he's about 18. Those are the rules. But I think he would come in for pre-season as well. So we've paid the price for him. He's a Spurs player, but he's loaned back to his parent club or his selling club till he turns 18, and then he comes back to Spurs. But he's playing first team football at the moment. And then you have the Norwegian player. So, like, come on, you Spurs TV, which is the Afrobeat section of the Lily White Nation. He's the Afrobeat section of the Norwegian national team. His name is Antonio Nusa, and he is a very, very good player, very tricky winger. He's everything you want in a 1v1 player, and he's 18 years of age. His upside is so high. And right now, he's getting rave reviews all over Europe. Chelsea tried to buy him as they tried to buy every young player in Europe last summer, but he wisely chose to delay his exit from Bruges. But Spurs are looking at him, and it seems now is the right time, and especially if Spurs loan him back to Bruges for the rest of the season, similar to what we did with Vuskovic, we just mentioned, and Pape Matissa before, and Destiny Udogie as well. It's kind of like a way Spurs, I would say Spurs make themselves agreeable to teams to allow them take top talent away from them. And the third player who you mentioned, who I said I liken to Joshua Kimmich in Bayern Munich, is a young player by the name of Arthur Vermeeren. Arthur Vermeeren is a Belgian player. I think he's 18 years old right now, and he's just this brilliant number 6. He is what you like in a number 6. You're thinking of like comparisons to like Frankie de Jong and Kimmich at this moment in time. Now that may seem like a step too far or too high for him, but if you watch this boy play, and bear in mind it is the Belgian league, but at 18 years of age, he's running around adults, threading passes through. And if Spurs can get him right now and loan him back to his club, meanwhile he plays for Antwerp, which, as all of us know in Spurs Nation, is the club of near and dear Toby Alderweireld. So if Alderweireld can have a word in his ear, and Spurs can get this deal done, Spurs have two potential targets who
Come
will
on,
be
Toby, do the business.
Yes, Toby. They will be main ingredients for the stew that Ange is cooking. So it would be a brilliant additions as well. And in saying that, I think after that, I would say, what are Spurs looking for as a final question kind of thing? And I would say Spurs are looking for 4 positions after that, or 3. Goalkeeper, a backup right back, just in case Emerson, who I don't know if you know about it, reports have said that Saudi clubs that were trying to bid for him. Today, there was supposedly Spurs rebuffed a £20 million bid for Emerson Royale. And long term, I don't think Emerson Royale really fits stylistically with what Ange Ball is in terms of what's running for a title. He's really good right now. He's good for what we want him to. But I think Spurs want to upgrade. I also think that Spurs might be talked into letting Ben Davies go at the end of the season. There are rumors that Leeds are really hot on his tail as well. So I'm looking at Spurs trying to get the goalkeeper to push Guillermo Vicario, at least like in training. So I think they're looking for a substitute keeper of a certain caliber, even though Foster signed an additional year or so to his deal. I think they're looking for a right back and a left back as well. And after that, I think we'll seriously be cooking our way to a title or title challenge. Consistent title challenge. That's what I think Ange wants. It's not just to get a title, it's to consistently challenge for titles. And I think that's what he's building up to.
Right. So thank you so much for that, Chuma. Conclusion. How do we conclude this? Do we have this squad ingredients for a title the way we are now, or we still have a bit of way to go to get there?
I'll put it, since our theme is the Afrobeat theme, we're 2 pieces of chicken short of completing the jollof rice that we are serving.
And soon we'll be lonely at the top. lonely.
Lonely at the top, indeed. Mashake style. Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think about our comments about the Spurs team building up and the squad that Ange is cooking, right? For us, do we have the ingredients for a title challenge? Love to hear from you. Leave your comment in the comment section below, and smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Look forward to hearing from you again the next time. In the meantime, come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.